Overcooked was the first co-op game Carly and I ever played together, and so it holds a special place in our hearts. Not to mention, it was also part of the inspiration for this channel. But of course, you can only chop so many tomatoes before looking for a new career. So let's talk about some fantastic co-op games like Overcooked, but with a twist.
Starting off our list is Very Valet. This fantastic co-op game will have you parking cars with friends in the most chaotic manner you can imagine. Seriously, if you ever did half of this stuff in real life, you'd be lucky to live to tell the tale. You'll be jumping off cliffs, smashing into walls, and crossing train tracks and airstrips. Your goal is simple: park and return vehicles before the customers are any the wiser. Very Valet will keep you and your friends laughing as you progress through the 25 levels. There are plenty of incredulous places to park and lots of fun to be had. We particularly enjoyed the crazy ragdoll mechanics as we were flung from the car to hit walls and tried desperately to maintain control of our vehicles. We highly recommend this one, so go check it out.
If valet parking isn't right for you, then perhaps you will enjoy remodeling homes. The gameplay and art style of Tools Up will have you reminiscing about time spent playing Overcooked, while keeping you enthralled with all the tasks at hand. Instead of chopping tomatoes and onions, you'll be painting, laying tile and carpet, and even knocking down walls, or tearing out old wallpaper. This game continues to deliver new mechanics throughout the 30 levels. On top of all the fun new tricks of the trade you will learn, there are also a variety of environments to work around, such as a very annoying dog, hot lava, or continuously swirling rivers. Each level was hard enough to be enjoyable without pushing you too hard to grind for stars, which we really enjoyed being the amateur gamers that we are. There is also a garden party DLC, which has you renovating gardens by uprooting dead weeds, planting and watering new grass and flowers, and removing old garden tables to replace them with shiny new ones. Yes, I did just spill water on myself and had to put on a new shirt. What do you want from me?
In a similar home-oriented genre as Tools Up, you can find Moving Out, a game actually published by Team 17, the same studio that brought us Overcooked itself. Moving Out is pretty self-explanatory. You're placed in a home filled with all sorts of furniture and personal belongings with the sole goal of packing everything into the truck before time runs out. The game is absolutely chaotic and requires some smooth cooperation as you try to maneuver massive items like refrigerators and couches around tight corners. Moving Out has a whole host of characters to choose from and a bright, colorful world. It is filled with all sorts of trinkets and interesting side goals, such as packing the turtle along with you. Everything about this game is simple and easy to understand, while also having enough going on to keep you from getting bored.
If packing up houses isn't your jam, then perhaps you will enjoy moving to the last frontier. Out of Space will have you working with friends to clean spaceships overrun by alien baddies. In an effort to make the spaceship hospitable once again, you'll be mopping floors and dousing the walls with water to clean up all of the alien goop. You will need to procedurally clear one room after another of aliens, whilst making sure no new infections occur. As you play, you will continue to discover new species of aliens, each with their own unique traits that make them difficult to handle, such as being immune to certain types of attacks. In addition to cleaning up aliens, you will also need to take care of yourself. This includes eating, sleeping, and even showering to clean all of the alien goop off yourself before you are cocooned by it. You are driven to work together by the constant worry of spreading alien infection. You will have to tackle rooms together, with one of you knocking out the alien buggers while the other throws them in the grinder before they wake up and spread to your clean rooms.
If cleaning a spaceship of aliens is not quite for you, then perhaps you might enjoy the intense space battling cooperation of Catastronauts. This game will have you running back and forth between different stations and shouting at each other to man the guns. Your goal is simple: defeat the enemy and keep your ship in good repair. You'll have to control a variety of weapons, from energy-powered blasters that you will need to charge to the massive bazookas that require reloading. While you man your battle stations, you will also need to pay attention to the state of your ship. This includes using the fire extinguisher to put out fires, using the toolbox to repair cracks in the hull, and making sure to deploy the shield to protect yourself from missiles. As with most of these games, you will unlock new items and things to do as you progress further in the game.
If you're done with spaceships, then why not move to airplanes? Shakes on a Plane has you play as aliens in search of the best food in the galaxy. Disguised as flight attendants, you will have to cook various different food items, from burgers and french fries to coffee and shakes. With the help of your friends, you need to deliver these items to the passengers, and don't forget to collect the trash once they are done eating. There are a variety of wacky layouts, each with their own challenges, from turbulence and sliding objects to passengers walking through your cooking area.
Once you have finished serving the annoying tourists, you might feel like managing your own alchemy shop. In Potion Party, you will grow your plants, grind them, and mix them together to craft a variety of potions for your customers. Along the way, you will also need to defend your shop from monsters and thieves. The game has a charming pixel art style that in no way detracts from the enjoyable experience. As you sell potions, you will earn coins that allow you to purchase helpful items, as well as decorations to adorn your shop with. In addition, there are multiple characters to unlock and level up for special abilities. You can play with up to 4 players cooperatively, or you can compete to see who can run the best shop.
Let's switch from brewing potions to baking in Bacon Switch. No, not bacon, bacon. The letter N. Here, you will create the biggest pile of dough you have ever seen. These little dough creatures are adorable and satisfying to combine together. The game consists mostly of stacking these dough creatures together to get more points and then tossing them into the oven to bake. I might need to think a little bit more about that. Along the way, you have to battle against moldy dough to keep it from infecting and degrading your doughy friends. As you continue to play, you will come across different types of dough, as well as more enemies to defend against. There are also several different characters, and each of them have their own unique abilities to set them apart from one another. There are a variety of different areas to play in with their own obstacles, such as flowing rivers or big stone walls that prevent you from throwing the dough to each other. There are also plenty of ways to work together, such as the aforementioned throwing the dough to one another, or communicating about who's going to take care of the nasty mold creatures.
If you're not really into slaving over the baking oven, then perhaps you might enjoy the smelting furnace instead. Merrick's Market has you running your own medieval shop with up to 3 friends. This game will have you constantly running back and forth from furnaces, crafting benches, anvils, and supplies to perform the Overcooked style of gameplay in a charming variety of shop fronts, from grassy fields to massive shopping malls and cramped beginnings. Throughout this thrilling game, you make various items from swords and armor to wine glasses, lanterns, and even love potions. It is a wonderful game with a fun storyline and loads of co-op puzzles.
If you're not much of a shopkeeper, then perhaps you enjoy the outdoors, with plenty of sheep and pandas to keep you company, of course. If so, then Lumber Hill might just scratch that itch. This game will have you exploring the world in places like Hawaii, Asia, and even the past. You will be given 3 minutes to complete tasks, such as chopping trees, collecting eggs, herding animals, or building bridges. You will need to do all of this whilst navigating the tough terrain of flowing rivers and the extreme weather conditions such as blizzards and falling meteors. No matter what you do, nature is against you. There are dinosaurs, sharks, pirates, and wildfires, so you can bet if something can go wrong, then it will go wrong. Oh, and there's the cool PvP feature that lets your friends play as wild boars to harass you while you're trying to complete your tasks.
Your next great couch co-op adventure can be found right here. This playlist contains videos just like this one, but with different co-op games that you need to play. Go ahead, click it. I know you want to. We love you guys.
Y'all are awesome.